Hello everyone, I'm very excited today because we're going to be cooking one of my favorite soups, sweet potato, kale, and chickpea soup. I've written down the ingredients and kind of prepped everything ahead of time, but I did want to show you an easy way to cut up a red pepper, which is one of the ingredients. You start by just cutting off the top, and then you cut off the bottom, like so, and as you can see, that stem came right off. And you can quickly dice up all of the top part. And this is going to go right in the pot because this is one of our first ingredients we're going to use. And cut up the bottom part. You want to dice it fairly small because in a soup you want to kind of distribute it throughout the soup. Now for the middle part, you just cut away the webbing, as you can see, and you can pop the seeds right out. So then all you have to do is cut it, and then none of the seeds are in the way. Wonderful properties that red peppers have. Very rich, one of the richest sources of vitamin C. It also has vitamin B6, vitamin K1, potassium, folate, vitamin E, so it's going to give you just a ton of nutrition, and the most wonderful part is the sweet earthy flavor that it adds to your dish. I'm going to start to water saute our first three ingredients: the red pepper, the sweet potatoes, and the onions. And we'll do that by just putting a little bit of water in the pot. We don't need to use any oil. And I'll start this right away. Put it on about medium. Just add a little bit of water. It'll heat up. You don't want too much because you can see there's our sweet potatoes going in and our onions. And then we'll throw in those red peppers, and you kind of just let them cook. The red peppers going in so that they soften up a little bit, the veggies in the beginning. It's amazing the health benefits you can get. Now if it starts to dry out a little, you can add a teeny bit more water, but don't add too much because you want them to saute and not boil. So now once the veggies have softened a little, we have added in the red Thai curry paste. I use this Thai Kitchen brand, and I added the entire jar. And you can see how it's kind of absorbing in and kind of soaking into the veggies there. You can really smell it. I wish I had smell vision on the video. Now that that has soaked in for about a minute, we're going to add our veggie broth, 4 cups, low salt, and 2 cups of water. Now we're going to add our farro, which is an ancient grain. It's a wonderful whole grain that is got a lot of fiber, a lot of protein in it, healthy complex carbs. I'm going to mix that around. We're going to turn up the heat and bring this to a boil. Once it reaches a boil, we're going to let it simmer, turn it down and let it simmer for about 25 minutes because we want to cook that farro. Farro, all those wonderful health minerals and healthy carbs, but it also adds a nice nutty and earthy flavor to the soup too. So we've allowed the soup to simmer for about 25 minutes, and as you can see, the farro now is nice and kind of soft. So we're going to go to the last 2 ingredients. We're going to add the chopped kale. It looks like a lot of kale, but it kind of simmers down a lot. And our can of chickpeas that have been drained. We're going to stir that all in, and we're going to let it simmer for another 5 minutes to soften up that kale, and it also helps the chickpeas kind of get the flavor in too. So we've given the soup about 5 minutes to simmer in that kale so it's nice and soft and a little easier to eat, and the chickpeas have absorbed some flavor. And I want to show you in a bowl all the wonderful nutritious ingredients and the color, the rainbow. It's a nice full meal. Serve it along with some nice whole grain bread, or you can even have it with a salad.